I've seen how sometimes pastors would go to comfort a widow. She just lost her husband, and they would go there and they offer verses. And as they are sharing those verses, you look at the widow is not responding. It's like they are not saying anything that is really comforting that person. But when you bring another widow who has gone through that problem, the widow will not open scriptures. The widow will sit side by side with a fellow widow, and she'll begin to cry, and the two of them will be crying, and in their crying they'll be communicating because they understand what they have gone through. I want you to understand that when you have suffered, you have the right to speak. And you speak not just from theories, but you speak from what you have gone through. You have the right to open your mouth. And this is the difference between young preachers and old preachers. Young preachers are full of theories. They will say things which have not been tested. But somebody who is old will be able to preach from what he has seen, from what he has gone through. So as he's preaching, he's not just preaching, but he's preaching from experience, from what he has gone through. I want you to understand this, that it is only what you have gone through that will prepare you for ministry. Most of the people that God has used in the healing ministry are those themselves who were healed of serious diseases. If you think of people like Kenneth Hagin, he was bedridden. He couldn't walk. Then as he was reading scripture, he found where it said, by the stripes of Jesus we are healed. And he found the power of faith. And as he began to speak out that faith, he got healed. And when he got healed, he now went around ministering healing to others. Why? Because he himself had suffered sickness. And because he overcame it, he was able to speak. What about David? David, when he came to Saul, he told Saul that he was going to fight Goliath. Saul looked at him and said, "You are a young lad. This man has been fighting from youth. You are not able to go against this giant." But David looked at Saul. He said, "I may not look like a